Menu narration option is set to off.
All right, Coach, from one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here. Okay, Coach. Well, first opened way back in 1972. There's a look at Arrowhead Stadium, part of the Truman Sports Complex here in Kansas City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Denver Broncos and the Kansas City Chiefs. Here we go. The final week of the NFL season. Week 17 is underway. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
Come on, set. H.E. Gator. Don't let him breathe. Hey, lock it. Don't let him breathe, defense.
Check the backer, check the backer.
Get it.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down.
Well, we knew coming in it was going to be a long afternoon if they weren't able to hold up against this pass rush, huh?
What we didn't know was that protection was going to spring a leak on the first play from scrimmage.
Got after him right out of the gate.
And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long.
Check safety, check safety.
Go out. Go. Shoot.
He'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
This is brought in at the 21. A great return there, bobbing and weaving his way for 31 yards. And it'll be a short field for the Broncos as they take over 1st and 10.
On the double.
53, check 53. Got one.
6-6, pull it high. Snap.
On 1st down, Locke. This is the tight end Fant. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
They'll run for the first time with Phillip Lindsay. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the 1st down marker is here on 3rd. On 3rd down, here's Lindsay. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. A good gain there on 3rd and 8 of 7 yards, and now a decision here on 4th and 1. Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet, they're going to go for it on 4th. They're going with Lindsay. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th.
1st down, Broncos.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Check 13. Check 13. Slam.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Hey, exit.
Now to the air, Locke. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. This is the correct call.
53, Mike. It's a party now.
Locke now on 1st down. Wide open receiver complete. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Hey, Alpha.
let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. You don't want none, baby. You don't want none.
To throw it is locked. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Check three, check three. Check.
80 weapon. Hey, Charlie.
Hey, switch gears.
Look at me. Door, door. Look, squeeze. Get it.
Locked to throw on 3rd and 1. He's got his tight end fan and able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. It's an 11-yard pickup. Thought they'd run it on 3rd and 1. Not the case.
Set. 90 Wolf.
Oh, you got deep? Big gas. Switch. Shift.
Door. Ready.
Faking the give to Lindsey. Here's Locke. They'll roll him out right to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. A great effort there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point from McManus is good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got a look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Double time. You got three down. 43 is the mic. 43.
On play action, they'll throw. Flush to his right. And he whips that one incomplete there. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Kill. Shift. Kill. He's coming. Let's go.
Back to throw. And going deep for Hill. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on 3rd down conversions to start this thing.
Let's go.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. We do know that they are postseason bound, but they're leaking a little oil, so to speak, as they kind of limp into January.
Yeah, and that oil can set fire to their season, can't it?
Look at that.
See what I did there? But here's the thing that we've both seen in the NFL. Teams down the stretch playing really well, sometimes it doesn't carry over into the playoffs. Sometimes teams that aren't playing well now, if they have good leadership at the head coaching spot and the coaching staff and within the locker room, they can find a way to turn it around. But no one wants to be on a losing streak as they head into the playoffs.
From the 29, Locke. That's complete to Jake Butt. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger game. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Hey, lock it.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
Ready.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Quick dance. Come.
Hey, Delta. You're out.
Jim. Check. Hot route. Hot.
Hit it.
Throwing on 1st down is Locke. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Zach Cunningham rolling in to get the sack.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes, and just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Hey, wahoo!
After the sack on 1st down, Locke. It's a room to maneuver. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? He's having to run with a running back or a tight end. In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
Going for it all. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
43 is the mic. 43 is the mic.
Hey, Sam off.
Kill.
Bravo. Ready.
They'll set up to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Antonio Callaway, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as they are now on the board here in the 1st half. Extra point right down the middle, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
On second down now, it's Lindsey. He'll have a first down past the 40 and all the way up to the 45-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
60 picks, sir.
Now they'll run it on the toss. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way home for a Broncos score. A great play there. With touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Broncos have taken the lead. McManus's point after is good. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Got it.
The Chiefs' offense about set to begin this drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Now this is Callaway on the receiving end. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. And going deep for Hill. That's caught inside the 20. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his 17th touchdown now on the season, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Point after, right down the middle. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match at a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who.
There he goes left side. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Phillip Lindsay with touchdown number 8 on the year as his guys are able to regain the lead. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it first and 10.
Check nickel.
Hey, orbit.
43. Hit it. 43.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. He's going to go for a big play downfield. It's caught at the 25. And they're going to have this way down deep in Denver territory. An outstanding pickup there for the Chiefs. 58 yards. Line of scrimmage moves from their own 25 all the way to the red zone now for 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Hey, Haywood!
Check, 43. Strip the ball.
He'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not only going to tip it, I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations, big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
No. Hey, team 6. Team 6.
Right there. 54, Mike.
Get it.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Locke. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 18 big yards on that one, and a Denver first. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
Safety's creeping.
He's brought down at the 42-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Chiefs' 42-yard line.
Down.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Here we go, D. Here I come again.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he's going to be down at the 35, gain of 7.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
He's checking. Crash.
You draw Corkers.
Right there, 54 Mike.
So don't say nothing.
Shit.
Rock it. Snap.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration, now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Ready.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Ready,
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Strong right. Hey, let's go.
2nd and 10. He finds his man Johnson. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
We got 43's the Mike. 43's the Mike. Here we go.
They'll look to throw here. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And a good job defensively. They stopped him short of the first at the 32. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Fielded at the 20. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And control of the football, switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. And from down in Miami, an update. The Patriots have jumped out to an early lead over Miami. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Hard.
On 1st and 10, here's Locke. He's going to look deep down the field. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
It's second down and 10.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Coming to you.
Hey, lock it.
Hey, turn it up. Hey, watch it.
Check 52.
Doc will try again on 2nd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. Fielded about a yard deep. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Cortland Sutton was the man he was looking for, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Set. 60 or.
I'm coming after you.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And all the way home for a Bronco score. A big play there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Broncos push further out in front. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Here's 2nd and 8. And that is is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard.
43's the mic. 43's the mic.
Greystone travel.
Check 4.
Hey, Alpha. You're out. Clear. Shoot.
He'll look to throw. This is Johnson. He's got it. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Charlie. You ain't doing that.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he's got this one complete to Callaway. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a first down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Back to throw here, and that's incomplete.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Hey, Sam off. Hey, wahoo.
43. Mike's 43.
There goes.
Looking to throw. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off at the 20, and his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
He's not going to get me.
After the turnover, here's Locke. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. 8 yards, first down as they're able to convert.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Running game working, they'll stick with it on first down. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
Ready?
53 at the mic. Watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Ready?
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down with the first down, and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. Now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Hey, box truck, box truck.
Check. 53's mine. Check. 53's mine. Here we go. Let's bring it.
Shoot.
On 1st down, Lock. Throwing left side, it's complete. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a 1st down.
Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
Bravo.
Come get some. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some.
Score, score.
Check 26. Check 26. Shoot. Shoot. Out, out, out.
Snap.
Into the red zone, it's Lock. And a quick throw here, that's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd. Two.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 12-yard line.
Got it.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Now. 6-6, pull it high. Hey, orbit.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. So the delay of game penalty backs him up. It's now 2nd and 7.
Pilot, 64, weak.
Now Lock throwing on 2nd down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked by Trayvon Mullen. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. The 40, the 30, past the 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
They go for just one here as it's up and good. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded about a yard deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 23-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Here we go, here we go.
Another run by Lindsey. And an alley to run. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
General West.
Check 99. Check 99.
Deep grip.
They'll run it now out of the gun. The tackle made by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. We're back now in KC. It's Bronco football, and they also have the lead here as we get set for the fourth.
Rip left, rip left. Check, check. Lucky, lucky, lucky.
22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber. Hit it.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that's going to make it 3rd down and 10.
Let's get it.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Hey, shoot.
53, Mike. Hey, here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Open man, and that's his tight end, Jake Butt. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 36. Well, we haven't been shortchanged on offense. Another fun play to watch there on the deep pass.
This game has the feel of, a turkey bowl, a Thanksgiving day. You know, when we get together this year, when the Davises and the Gaudens get together, that's what our playbook's going to look like they're drawing them up in the dirt, and so far it's working for both of them.
Block now. Perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down.
Watch twins. Watch twins.
Hey.
I got you. Check.
Bam. Get it.
Shotgun snap and a give to Lindsey. Oh, he breaks a tackle and he's got an alley. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Phillip Lindsey, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Broncos push further out in front. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. They'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a 1st down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Here we go again.
Rock it.
Turn up. Kill. Turn up.
Look at me. Zipper.
Motion to the backfield.
Back to throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
We got him.
remember throughout my career hearing defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. But they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on fourth down.
Leo! Go!
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. They'll rifle this one deep right side. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. The Chiefs tried it, but they're turned away on fourth down. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position.
Hard!
This quick pass complete to Sutton. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
Now it's Lindsey. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Broncos on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and 6. They'll go again with Lindsey, and they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to fourth down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this third down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and that will push this lead up to 20 now. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
After splitting the uprights, McManus to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them.
50, plant.
They'll keep it on the ground. Whitfield. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. 3 yards on the gain. They're going to need to do better on this next play. It'll be 3rd and 12. Not the start to the drive they were looking for. That run doesn't do much at all.
No, not at all, and it leaves them with 3rd and long. And you know, this is the time of game where these drives really, really start to matter. They've got to make some moves.
The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining.
Set. 15, run. 15, run. You better be afraid of me. Ready?
Now back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Duke Dawson picks it, and he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. Johnson, the intended target. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. Tackle made there by Frank Clark.
The Chiefs 20-yard line. Today's final score.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.